Who will win the 5G war? Reliance Jio or Airtel? Honestly, time is the one that has to say about that. But in this video, I'm going to lay out the facts what I read in various websites between those two companies from investors' perspective. So we can understand which company looks investors friendly and possibly offer a little help for you to decide which telecom stock you should have in your portfolio. Just disclaimer and info. I own some Reliance stocks, but I don't have any Airtel stocks in my portfolio at present. Now, coming to the topic. Just for info, for every month in India, TRAI released a report about the whole telecom operators such as subscriber information for wireless, wired, fiber optics, etc. Again, in that report, they include who added the new subscriber, who lost how much, and etc. If you are a telecom investor, then that report is the one you need to keep an eye for what's happening in the telecom industry. From that, we can clearly see from the total number of subscribers, Reliance Jio is winning. Their strategy is very simple. Throw the money and win the subscribers. Please have a look at the graph. From 2018 to 2021, Jio almost doubled its subscribers from 18 crore numbers to nearly 40 crore numbers. In FY 2022 and Q1 FY 2023, it marginally dropped and it kind of hits the stagnation point and maintaining the 40 crore subscribers mark. Now coming to Airtel, the picture is not gloomy, in fact it is good. Even though the Reliance Jio storm which vanished a lot of other telecom operators like Aircel, BSNL etc., Airtel was increased at a constant pace. Please have a look at the graph. In FY 2018, Airtel got 30 crore subscribers. In FY 2022, it increased to 36 crore number subscribers. Again in Q1 FY 2023, Airtel increased to 0.83% subscribers. 0.83% for a one single quarter is a very good number. Again, this graph is from TRAI's 17th August 2022 release report for the June month. In that, out of 36.3 crore people, Airtel has the maximum proportion, 98.4% VLR subscribers compared to Jio's 92.7% VLR subscribers. VLR means Visitor Location Register. It's an indirect measure of active subscribers. So most of the people who got Airtel subscription is using it, whereas approximately 10% of the people who got Jio subscription is not using it. So from the present subscriber point of view, I would call it as a draw. Now coming to 5G. Airtel and Jio both entering into the 5G in a different strategy. Airtel opting a non-standalone, whereas Reliance is opting a standalone. Non-standalone means Airtel delivers the 5G radio signal over an existing 4G network infrastructure. Standalone network, on the other hand, runs on an entirely new network infrastructure. As a result, Airtel requires less capital expenditure compared to heavy capital expenditure which is required for Reliance. Then, why Reliance is opting for a standalone infrastructure? Jio acquired the highly expensive and sole holder of 700 MHz frequency waves along with 3.3 GHz waves in the recent spectrum auction. 700 MHz airwaves is the dedicated one for 5G. It's not used for 2G, 3G and 4G. At present, there are mid to high-end mobile phone sets offering the 5G capability. But we know that technology is evolving very fast. Airtel acquired the 5G mid-band airwaves 1800 MHz, 2100 MHz along with C-band capacity 5G spectrum of 3.3 to 3.5 GHz. This bandwidth is also used for 4G and the same infrastructure can be upgraded and can be used for 5G. So it won't give the speed superiority than Jio. Rather than it provides the increased data speeds than its own 4G network. Because of it, Airtel got the early mover advantage but Jio got the speed advantage. At present, Airtel is 5000 cities ready, whereas Jio is 1000 cities ready. So basically, how fast the technology evolves and how fast the Reliance can roll out throughout the India will determine the winner. Do we need that much speed? 4G gives us a download speed of up to 150 megabytes per second and 5G gives a speed of up to 10 gigabytes per second, nearly 67 times higher. The upload speed is also 20 times higher than that of 4G. Most of us, for streaming purpose, 4G is itself more than sufficient. I think 5G is required for specific applications like autonomous driving, remote surgeries, gaming and robotics, etc. At the present moment, that much fast 5G is not required for day-to-day life, but who knows what holds in the future. Now, coming about the money. This rollout of standalone ambitious plan of Reliance is coming at a very hefty price tag. As per the recent Reliance AGM, Jio is going to incur a capital expenditure of 2 lakh crore rupees to roll out 5G services. This includes 88,000 crore rupees spent on the 5G spectrum auction, which will spread out evenly over 20 years. For every year, as a spectrum fee, Jio will pay 4,400 crore rupees. So I don't think spectrum fee is a big deal rather than a reasonable one. But the infrastructure development, which is the worrying one. Jio is planning to spend over 1.25 lakh crore rupees on the rollout of 5G in the next 18 months. Please have a look at the graph. It is 20% more than the last 3 years combined capital expenditure. Why I think it's a worry? As a stock, Reliance is planning to spend 75,000 crore rupees capital expenditure on its oil to gas business. Coming to Jio again, after 3 years of heavy spending, now in the last 2 years, Jio turned free cash flow positive. Now it's again going to be expensive in the next couple of years. Regarding Airtel, they are planning to spend the half the cost of Jio spending. According to its recent earnings call, Airtel will incur a capital expenditure in the next 3 years similar to what it spent between FY20 and FY 2022, which is around 75,000 crore rupees. The majority of the capex will be spent in the next 18 months itself. Coming to cash flow, Airtel was a negative cash flow company before 2020, but for the last 2 years, Airtel turned really well. Now, coming to the valuation. I made my detailed segment by segment valuation on Reliance in previous video in January. I attach it in the card and description below. It is still valid. I personally think it's a very good example of how to evaluate a conglomerate company. Again, it's my second video, so please cut some slack on the video quality, but on the content, I'm really proud of it. At present, Reliance is trading at 26 TTM PE ratio with a possible below expectation of operating profit growth. So please keep the tab on quarterly growth. If it's failed, we can see the price correction. In terms of Airtel, it is expecting to make 2.7x of profit in the current market. So that is the reason it is trading at 77 TTM P ratio. In the first quarter, Airtel did deliver on its quarterly profit. So in summary, Airtel is a safe bet if they delivered the quarterly yearly earnings promise even with this capital expenditure of 5G. Regarding Reliance and Jio, it's a gamble and mimic. For example, today September 10th, 2022, 5G is not ready in India, but most of us are having 5G phones for the last 2 years. It's all because of we want to have latest technology as quick as possible. So on that basis, how quickly Jio can roll out throughout the country and based on pricing, how they can capture the Airtel's market for its standalone network superiority and can able to neutralize Airtel's early mover advantage. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and it will also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing it for my and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.